Yo, what's up everybody, welcome back to the channel. Currently filming two videos at once, so hopefully the footage and stuff in the shed doesn't get a bit fucking wishy-washy, but I'm sure you guys will survive. I'm doing a gearbox problem on the Sylvia they're sitting here. The housing was cracked on it, so you'll either see the video on that first, or depending on the job that I'm doing in this video, I finish that first, you'll see this one first. So yeah, either way, I'm sure you guys won't mind. But yeah, the bro Nate, he watches these videos, so if you're watching this, Nate, shout out. Cheers for letting me do this. Just a subframe or rack relocation kit, Wisefab one in his subframe. He's got a Nissan Laurel with the same motor as what I've got, so good bugger, you know, God's motor, he knows what's up. So yeah, just got a trim this subframe up and weld that in. Well, this big fucking bracket in. My car's got the same setup, so in it as well. Just the relocation kit. I've just got GK Tech, obviously, like you guys would know. But I've got this kit in there, so it was nice and easy to do. It's nice and simple, so it shouldn't take too much time. Knock it out in a day or so. But yeah, it's pretty simple. They give you these templates that you cut out in the instructions, and you just you know, put them on there. Probably double side tape them or glue them on there, mark it out, and then you can just cut it, pretty much cut, I think it's like all this pretty much to like there-ish, cut it all out, and then that just goes, stitch it in there, weld up, she's good to go. My one's tigged and it looked a bit nicer. I think, you know, most people MIG them in, but I'll probably TIG this one in as well just so it looks tidy. And because I hate big fucking like MIG welds like protruding and shit, so I'll just TIG it in, make it look tidy. Yeah, so we'll crack onto it, get these templates on and mark it out with a Sharpie, cut her up. Now because this is a I think it's a RB subframe, the Wisefab one is suited for a S chassis, so obviously, you know, the subframes are different where the engine mounts are. So the templates for cutting where the engine mounts would be or marking out aren't gonna like sort of match up on the RB subframe, so you have to be a bit cunning. And so this one here lines up, so you have to do this one and those inside ones. Maybe we got those ones there which sit up in here normally, because the S chassis subframe, like the engine mount plates here, so probably gonna have to like cut the center out off the center templates, and then just sort of keep putting the like keep trimming material away and keep putting that in there until it fits up nicely, and do it that way. But sure, it won't be too much trouble, easy work. So yeah, pretty simple, straightforward templates here. You just mark along the top there, all that gets cut out, nice and easy. It pretty much is, this is the flat side here, so pretty much take that and just chop straight through, really. If you had a big bandsaw, it would almost be fucking easier that way. Now because the templates are for the S chassis one, this obviously doesn't really work up this end where you have to cut, so I'm just going to lay the insert back a bit, because this edge here lines up with the cut there, so I'm just going to trace it on a similar angle, so once it's all pushed up, that would have to be cut like on that same angle as this. So I'll just cut right up through there and then trim down through here, and then you get the bulk of the material out, and then just see what we have to cut out of these little corners here to get it to mate up right to the end. Right, we've got the bulk of it cut out of there. It pretty much is, you know, a straight line from the hole to hole straight down there, and then that piece just slides on in there. So we've still got a little bit to go. Just got to trim out this bulge here, and then she'll be sorted, give it a bit of a flap up and weld her up. So yeah, so I've got it sitting in there now. I just cut what I thought needed to be cut. Obviously the templates don't work very well for the R chassis subframe, so I've just cut out the bulk of what I needed to, and then just kept on like trying to bolt, because it bolts through each where the LCAs pick up. I just kept on bolting it in and kept on trying to get it to fit, and then just kept on trimming what needed to be trimmed really until it's in there. So yeah, looks like it'll fit up pretty good. There's a couple of holes like through here where obviously on the S chassis there'd be material there where you'd weld, but since this is different design because the engine mounts pickups are different, it's a bit different, so I'll probably just put some steel in there or something just to cover the hole so it looks a bit nicer. But yeah, well, pretty much that's it really. I pretty much fucking get it welded. I have to mod these two. There's two of these plates. They basically slip over where your subframe bolts to the chassis, and you lock it together so when you weld it, it doesn't like try warp. So I'll have to cut those a little bit and modify them, bolt them up, make sure it's all jigged up, and then you just go over it with the welder and should be Bob's your uncle. Good to go. Alright, so this is what I've done for the jig. These plates obviously wrap around the engine mount on a S chassis, which are over here, but obviously they don't work on this, so I've just cut them like that side of it out, bolted it together to get it all square, and then I've just got this bit of roll cage pipe and I've just tacked it in between there and tacked it to the plates to stop it all from moving. So hopefully that should work out pretty good. So I got most of the welding done. The welding here was quite decent because there was no gap there, but once you got to the corners here where the template wasn't working as well, there was, you know, the gap was, you know, there's a little bit of gap there, so TIG doesn't really look great. Well, it looks the best when there's no gap, or minimal gap as possible. So in some spots it's a bit filled up, but she'll be sweet. I'm just going to cut out some fucking steel to fill in these bottom of these, you know, this top here, just because the you know, the chassis one, I think it comes up, and the original piece did come up in here because you weld it into the chassis one because it's flat here, but this one's different, so we'll just make some steel to fill up that hole in this hole here, make it look the part. But yeah, here's the underneath. I just welded. I have to still go around the bolts here, but just gone there, right along down the bottom there. So yeah, basically cut out some steel for this, and then just run a bead, run a weld right around there, and should be all done, ready to be painted. Unless I paint it, I don't know. I have to check with old mate and see what he wants to do, because I can probably sandblast it actually. Alright, so I've cut all the bracing off, and I took it to work and gave it a quick sandblast just around the get some of the shit off, just tidy up a little bit. The sandblaster at work it's probably about just big enough to fit this in it. It's only a, you know, 800mm wide or so cabinet, so it's a bit hard to get in some of the spots, but tidy enough job just to clean all most of the gunk off it. So yeah, that's all. She's all completed now, so I'll drop that off to my mate and whip it in the car. Good to go. So yeah, that's it for this video. So I guess this one's going to go out before the gearbox one for the S13. That I've talked to a machinist today about that and got a plan, but we won't be starting it till the new year. So yeah, that video will have to wait a bit, but I'll probably, with the footage I got now of what I've found, I'll probably put all that together and release that for the time being, and then carry on the next year with the repair and shit. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed watching. Thanks for watching as always. Peace. I'll catch you next one.